think these guys have developed a really cool aesthetic. I think that they are, the company is, the clothes are, the brand.
They're one of the few people that are still on the street, you know, walking somewhere. So they're getting a viewpoint of that. That's what I think is exciting about them.
It's kind of androgynous, really beautiful face, but the brow is strong. So everything is quite sort of clean and raw, but it's very simple and just beautiful.
A very rag and bone girl. She's very cool. She's very downtown. But we put a little gel in the hair just to give it a bit of strength, to push it away, but still got that sort of like cool texture in the back. I mean, you know, rag and bone have really defined their girl now, who's like very easy with her hair and makeup. And it's really about her own beauty. So really I'm just sort of emphasizing that and giving a little fashion twist.
Yeah, I mean, it evolves from a sort of initial idea, which is this sport rally and that goes from Paris to North Africa to Dakar. But really the evolution of the collection just develops around our girl. We're dressing a girl, we're dressing a rag and bone girl. She's a New York girl, she's a modern downtown type of girl, and the way she's putting clothes together is quite specific, and it's how people are dressing these days. And I think we see our collections built around the idea of pushing that ideal and seeing where we can go with it, but just making sure that each look in itself is cool and it's wearable and it's believable, you know. The Paris-Dakar Rally, which is something I watched when I was a kid, and it's a rally from Paris to Dakar in Senegal, and this contrast of images of guys in cars, like very modern cars, covered in stickers in the desert, with these Bedouin tribal, tribesmen basically in the background, and it's that billowing cotton contrast with the very tough leather side of it, which I think spoke to rag and bone. When our collections work the best, you can walk away from the show, you can take apart each look and wear every single piece. And I think we've done that, I hope, this season. Did develop more as a colour story than as a sort of conceptual story, but the core influences this season, I think, in many ways are core influences for rag and bone every season. So military, British military and American military clothing, tailoring, there's a lot of tailoring, biker, there's a lot of sort of tougher leather type of looks, and I think we've developed some menswear sort of inspired looks using menswear shirting, some very clean white looks. But at the end of the day, it's about fusing all of those influences together. And I think that the balance of contrast is what we're trying to achieve. So not having a literal biker, because no one dresses like that. It's about having a harder piece and a softer piece mixed together in the same look. So, our girl is inherently feminine. She's a girl, but she likes to wear harder pieces and softer pieces. She's not, a purely feminine type of girl, if you know what I mean.
I think, just the sort of continual evolution of our brand, the bags and shoes, I think this season are really awesome. You know, we've only just really gotten into sort of accessories, well, particularly bags. So we launched our first bag yesterday exclusively with Barney's in America, which is exciting. And they're represented here more than we've ever done in the past. So that's something new. And I think it really speaks to the Rag & Bone girl and the brand, the DNA of our brand. I love the bag. You know, I'm excited to see how people react to it.
Like I just said, you know, if we look at any of these looks, there's a tougher element and a softer element, there's a tailoring element and a biker element, military versus petticoat, you know, it's all about the contrasts, and I think it works if you can believe that the girl would look like that in real life, and that's the challenge.
The culture of the company, it's totally in sync, and it's very inspiring. It's very inspiring for people that work inside the company. It's inspiring for people to, you know, that work outside the company to buy the clothes. I think they've just really hit on a style and aesthetic that is really exciting and stimulating, and that's the secret.
We've been doing this for 10 years now, so you know, it's certainly come a long way. We've opened our own stores, you know, we continue to get better, and it's a very exciting time for Rag & Bone. It's like brick by brick, you know, we've sort of just continued to try and do the best we can, build our company, be very conscious of the fact that the clothes are selling in stores, but then try and sort of be as creative and sort of artistic as we can in opportunities like this, and get on with each other well.